Well, good evening. I'm Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity. And tonight we're presenting Pure Liberation Podcast, Uncover and Discover You. I now understand the biggest wilderness in my life is in here. It's inside me. I may know a lot about the outside world, but understanding what is in here is a new paradise for me to understand. And as I understand and admire my inner pristine scenery and panorama scenarios will color my life my way. And I now realize I'm the mountaineer and the explorer and discovering and designing my life through my dreams, desired lifestyle, and moneyed up accomplished outcomes. I admitted to myself this week that I wanted to know more about other people, thinking I was protecting me from them. And really, I was lost because all the wisdom, insight, clarity, strength, courage, vim, vigor, and valor is in here. And if I entertain the brain, I communicate better within me. But we try to know more about other people than we understand about our own innate values. And really something I'm really starting to understand is the more I hear the outside world from my comfort zone, the more I stay in the comfort zone, and the more I disallow myself to expand in my dreams. Ever since we were children, we've been told what to do by somebody or something. And yes, I was guilty of that. So what I now understand is the only one holding me back is me. Because I'm afraid of my own abilities and agilities. And we all are trying to be this and show people how smart we are. We never take time to discover the wisdom of our own selves. And we never listen to that inner divine wisdom we all encompass. And something I now realize, rather than trying to know more about other people, I question myself to uncover my talents as you question yourself to uncover your talents. I was always looking outside myself for everything. I thought if I was looking good in society and out in the world, I was really shining. I wasn't. I was in the dimmery of myself. And the more I talked, the more I thought I knew, the more I bestowed myself in yesterday and other people's whims. And when you try to go out there and be something to everybody, you become a people pleaser. And I really, really understand that now. I was a people pleaser. Now, no. Because I have the ability, the agility, and the willing thrill power to walk up and say, no, this is not for me. Thank you and goodbye. But ever since we were come out of the womb, we was told what to do and how to do it. And then we'd listen to our parents. Then we'd listen to teachers. We'd listen to aunts, uncles. From the time we're children, we pretty much were told what to do and how to do it. Some people can say they defied it, but in the end, they still look for outside people to show them a better way. And something I really expanded into, if I listen to my inner wisdom, insight, clarity, understanding, intuition, imagination, I expand through life. Because I encompass the trailblazer talents. Stop trying to know my talents and know other people, to understanding my talents and your talents. When you understand your talents, you are on the liminal pathway of enlightenment. Because our talents will never fit into a school system. There's certain people's stuff fits into a school system. Mine never did, because school isn't for everybody. We all English and math, Now, history, what would happen if we stopped teaching history? Would history stop repeating itself? That's an interesting question. I'll tell you why. This history repeats itself because that's a subconscious frozen in time representations within all people. And that's something, when you look at the world and really start studying the world from an outside looking in, you can see how the world is stuck in history and our subconscious programming. And that's something you stop programming yourself into innovating your now. You naturally open up the wanderer's will to thrill yourself out of yesterday to today. And you will never uncover and discover your talents, your innovation, imagination by following other people's programs. They'll take you so far, but there comes a time when you got to unhook the plow and disallow and open up the awesome, lively, liminal, optimistic wisdom to expand. Something I've done in my life is I stopped listening and reading I stopped reading punctuated writings because that may have what other people know, but it also has their limitations, viewpoints, and opinions on how they view the world. And you may have a completely fresh way of looking at life. You know, I disconnected from self-help, personal growth, and self-improvement to listening for the wisdom of my daily life to comprehend what expands me and energizes and enterprises me. I stopped trying to be a followerocracy, sheepolocracy, herdocracy, and turdocracy. Because when you stop following everybody else's stuff, keep following the herd, stop being in the herdocracy of society and the sheepolocracy of people, you stop stepping in their turdocracy of torment. And you know, something else I really woke up to, and I was the worst, but do you wake up in the morning waiting for somebody to tell you what to do when you go to work, or you go sit with the same people, wake up complaining? Well, that's why you stay in yesterday. Because whatever you're complaining about yesterday is today now. When you can really quiet down and listen for the inspiration within you and only express your inspirations, you move your life forward in a bold, bright way. You know, everything written in a punctuated book is somebody else's viewpoints, opinions, knowledge, and limitations, and what they think you know. And I'm going to say this, the college-educated world wants to make everybody think there's something wrong with them. And it's really about understanding it isn't the education, it's the manipulation of the education. There's absolutely zero wrong with you. You just never opened up and been showed a way to discover your trend-setting talents. A lot of what we have, people think they have wrong with it's what somebody else told them. So when you stop hearing the world through everything you think, know, and always done, you open up the sun of savvy, unlimited nirvana within yourself. Listen and question yourself for your own talents. Stop hearing the world in your comfort zone and stop hearing the world through education. Start listening for the liminal lingo and the liminal talents within you. Listen to the world through your dreams, innovation, and your talents. And start expressing your nowography. That's where you're going in life. You know, everybody says, tell your story so you can get people to buy your stuff. I stopped that. It's either for you or it isn't for you. And that's fine with me either way. But you really want to express where you're going in life and inspiration. Inspiration dissolves desperation. Education teaches basically teaches desperation. Because if you ain't in the class of everybody knowing everything, you're kind of left out. And that was me. My Cowboy Wisdom Hypnocuity is about people that self-help, personal growth, self-improvement, had challenges in school and in college education, the education system left behind. Because you got left behind because you never fit in, because your inner nerve has a better way to show you through life. And this is what this is all about, pure liberation. Stop listening to people or hearing people that tell you have something wrong with you. And something you always want to remember, when people are telling you you have something wrong with you, the words and everything, the thoughts are coming from within them. So that's what they think of themselves. Every word outside of you is what the other person thinks about themselves. So when you unwind the divine and open up your divine daredevilry, you set yourself free. And people want people to think they're really, they are smart. But there's a difference between smart, wise, and wisdom. When you rise and shine, stimulating the wisdom, you waltz internally savvy every day, playing on your heavenly heydays of your harmonizing talents. Really comes down to you asking yourself questions. You got to be the instigator, the innovator, and the investigator of your life, and it's your inner self. If something out there is causing upset in here or triggers you some way, that's only showing you where to look inside yourself. See, life isn't full of chaos challenges. We've been taught life is chaos challenges and all that by a system of control. If I can keep you thinking there's something wrong with you, everything is a challenge and chaos and a heartbreak, how easy are you to control? And how do you look outside yourself for for people to tell you where to go and how to do it? See, when you ever ask somebody and you asking them for advice, that's a fear inside you. Yes, you are going to screw up, and yes, you are going to stumble and bumble, but you're going to be humble and be listening for the liminal lure to expand yourself out of the situation. And since we were born, our parents, the teachers, aunts, uncles, somebody was telling us what to do. And even the CEO, he gets told what to do by the boardroom. There's always somebody looking to tell you what to do. And if you listen, and if they're telling you what to do, they're stuck in their poopy doo. If they're questioning you onto where you're going, they understand your voyage through life. And everybody says we're humans. I read that in a book. Anything I read in a book, I question. I'm a spiritual energy on a spiritual voyage. And what does it make any difference if I'm a human or a spiritual energy on a spiritual voyage? Because I am free-flowing energy. To expand the now, energize my gallivanting jazz to dance with life. When you open up to discover you and discover your talents, you'll ride away from society at breakneck speed to enjoy your bountiful bliss that's in here. See, everything happens in here. That, you want to talk about a network. From your feet to your top of your head, there is network. That's one innovative network to expand. And then network is a natural, enterprising, trend-setting wisdom, opening rebellious, keen energy to expand through life. When you listen to this and you become comfortable and trust your abilities and agilities and affluence, you open your vim, vigor, and valor to write your liminal hymns of energy, enterprising, and energizing communication. It's the inner communication. It's the energy of it. And if you're trying to think and know it, it's a low energy. But when you ride the tides of trend-setting internal daredevilry, you expand through life. And that is something I really, really understand now. And the thing is everything our mom and dad did is ingrained within us. And that's what I'm saying. The subconscious mind goes all the way back to the beginning of time. So does the business world. If you look at the business world and the way people are treated, it's not a whole lot different. We got more government control, regulation, but I've been on many jobs where that didn't do it. It used to be funny when they bring OSHA in, they give them a week to get cleaned up, so we passed the OSHA inspection. It was fun. It's a game. But your dad and mom, the way they interacted from the womb to 5 years old is the way you interacted. And everything your parents did or said is embedded in your subconscious mind for you to expand. So, and I had to come to that awakening myself last Thursday. It was called neediness. And my parents, everybody puts on the front, but everybody in the world has ancestor neediness, greediness, and seediness within them. And and you don't have to go through the drama and trauma. It's admitting it. And admit means autonomous daredevilry, mastering internal trend-setting talents to dance with life. And that's the thing. Give yourself permission, admit it, get rid of it, and expand out of the haunts of yourself. So everything you think that's going on in the real world and you're blaming the outside world for, that's going on inside you. It's just being activated and triggered by the outside world. And trauma and drama, to me, this is my personal opinion, trauma and drama are people looking for sympathy. And they really are afraid to trust their agility, ability, and talents. And I got to say this to people. We are more talented than anybody, any time in history. You have talents that you've never discovered within yourself. And that is what the uncovering and discovering of your own trend-setting talents is about. It's really about opening your eyes to your own self. And something I did, and I'm just saying the way I expanded my life, if it's for you. But anyway, I stopped looking for answers and solutions because they're temporary, just like life. But if I look for paths of enlightenment, I keep my explorer curiosity open and flowing enough. And this is something I really, really adhere to. I'm forever in the flowing energy of my dreams, desired lifestyle, talent, innovation, imagination to expand through life. This is something I made a metaphor about. Life mirrors the missing sock. And here's the thing about the missing sock. You put the socks in the washer, you move them to the dryer. Both of them are sealed. But yet when you take them out to fold them, one sock's missing. And that's kind of the way life is. Everything is going to be flowing and going, and all of a sudden, then comes the missing piece of whatever happens. But like for the missing sock, I discovered in them tumbler ones, the sock, you look through the door, they're hiding right up here. So if you spin the drum, you find it. And in the dryer, they usually just get dropped off. But anyway, that's the thing. Always make life a metaphor or something to make you curious to expand out of life. And see, a lot of people like telling people what to do and how to do it because that feeds their egotistical arrogance and makes their know-it-all ignorance feel good. Pick me, I was a good one at that. But the sooner you start listening, the arrogance, the egotistical arrogance and know-it-all ignorance just kind of flows away, and you open your eyes to the wiser you to listen every day for the wisdom that you encounter. Your everyday life that's right in front of you is going to have, I call it indigenous ingenuity. They have bits and pieces and little things there that we miss because we're too busy thinking about life rather than listening and witnessing our life. When you listen and witness, you calm the inner landscape to move forward. And another thing I understand now is people that criticize somebody and ridicule them, that's a fear. People that are understanding and confident, they're going to question your way to the wherever you're going. And now I'm going to close it out with this. I now understand I'm the investigator, instigator, and innovator, opens my paths of enlightenment, strolls me onto my trails of triumph, glides me onto my beaches of bountiful bliss, witnessing my pristine mountains of money, smelling my fun of the sun's splendor on my on my seashores of success, now and forevermore. And I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity. My website is mycowboywisdom.com. Emails Robert at mycowboywisdom.com. And I offer a free 1-hour consultation if anybody ever wants to. It's on my website. There's a Calendly on there. Set an appointment. We'll have a discussion. We'll talk about life. We'll talk about sovereign expansion, politically incorrect inspiration, and having fun. And I want to thank everybody. And as you are a blessing to the world, and you are a bigger blessing to me and the world. Thank you and good night.